Without these apes, we wouldn't have a forest. Bonobos eat a lot of fruit, and fruit has seeds. These seeds will then travel down the bonobo's digestive system and then get pooped out. These pooped out seeds will then grow into trees. On average, the bonobo will excrete around 11.6 million seeds per lifetime. The bonobo's digestive system will prepare the seed to become more water absorbable so it can grow more splendidly. Also, the bonobo will roam the landscape so that trees will be spread out everywhere. Without these bonobos, 18 plants will be unable to reproduce. Are you smarter than a chimp? Many chimps understand sign language and therefore have the ability to have genuine conversations with human beings. Many people don't know sign language. Chimps also have the ability to coordinate attacks. Therefore, they challenge the notion that warlike behavior is purely a human endeavor. Chimps can also use tools. They have the ability to fish out termites with sticks. Chimps make toys. For instance, this toy above is a stick. They will treat this stick like a doll. They will cradle it, and they will also make little beds so the stick or doll can sleep in it. They will also use these dolls to practice motherhood. Chimps can also make weapons. For instance, this chimp above is making a spear. Chimps also understand medicinal benefits. They will chew on these leaves above called the Aspilia plant, and they will also take antibiotics. Alright, here are 2 stories on why chimps are more evil than you think. So as a girl, Jane Goodall would read adventure books like Tarzan and Dr. Dolittle. These books made her so desperate to live with wild animals that she got to study chimps for 60 years. In her research, Jane got to experience a war between 2 chimp clans. The war lasted 4 years, and Jane saw brutal attacks on each side until one clan got completely annihilated. During her 60 years of research, Jane says, "War always seemed to me to be a purely human behavior. I've come to accept that the dark, evil side of human nature is deeply embedded in our genes, inherited from our primate ancestors, apes." Here's the second story. A big and strong chimp leader was exiled from his group for 4 years due to unfair leadership. A group of research started studying this gang of chimps, but then things took a dark turn. The researchers rolled up on the exiled leader getting brutally murdered by his own members, which is incredibly rare. The methods of killing this chimp consisted of crushing with rocks, stabbing with sticks, and also biting. I mean, you name it. They saw the apes gather around the body and eat the exiled leader. What's also crazy is that the apes didn't seem really sad about it. They seemed actually quite happy. Few animals are this evil. However, humans do possess similar qualities. Here's the freaky truth about these legendary apes. Some were under speculation that these legendary apes were some kind of Bigfootish type of animal. But the truth is even more fascinating. These chimps are known as lion killers, located deep in the heart of the jungle, so little is very known about them. However, a small group of researchers took this risk to study the legendary apes in the Congo in Central Africa. These are supersized chimps with footprints bigger than gorillas and standing at 6 feet tall, making them one of the top 10 tallest animals. During the 18 months of studying these chimps, some scientists found some unusual things. Firstly, they noticed that these chimps were not afraid of humans, which is extremely rare for apes. When seeing a human, apes would usually freak out. However, these chimps are more like, "Hey, what's up, fella?" Secondly, these chimps were caught eating on some leopard carcass. These apes were never physically recorded eating a lion. However, due to their great strength, we should never put it past them. Beware the lion killers. Top 5 chimp discoveries after the longest study on apes. This research has been going on for 50 years, finding a lot of discoveries on the way. The first discovery is chimps eat meat. We were under the impressions for years that chimps would eat like a vegetarian. However, in this study we caught chimps eating monkeys, leopards, and even other chimps. Secondly, we found out chimps have the ability to use tools. We found that chimps use tools such as sticks for fishing out termites, stone hammers, and also toys for entertainment. Our discovery is that chimps engage in warfare. In 1974, a group of chimps split into 2 subgroups and engaged in a war against each other for 4 years. This led to one subgroup becoming completely annihilated. Fourth discovery is that chimps can be cannibals. In 1975, a mother chimp was caught killing an infant chimp and eating it, and then sharing it with her daughter, who enjoyed it pleasurably. Fourth is that chimps have interesting relationships similar to humans. Here's a group of chimps. Chimps travel in groups of 6. Each group is dominated by an alpha. There are many of these groups, and they belong to a community filled with 50 to 60 chimps. So imagine this group of chimps times 10.